Next up we have Brandon Alva. Like I said, I've known Brandon for a number of years. He was actually in my English 1010 class, and when he wrote an essay about his work at Chevron, I immediately knew there was something really quite special. We still have that. But over the years, he's written quite a few different things. One of my favorites is the, what was it, Finding Vanilla Ice or something like that. but Brandon's quite talented. But anyway, Brandon Alva teaches English at SLCC. He received his MFA from the University of Arizona with an emphasis in creative nonfiction. He has been published in Talking River Review and on the saltybeatnik.com and Arts and Culture blog. He lives with his sassy child and long-suffering wife in West Valley City, Utah. Please welcome Brandon Alva.
Thanks so much, for sponsoring this reading series and for also creating the kind of space that the Student Writing Center is here on campus. I think it's a very special place. I was really excited this is the first time I've gotten to read with my wife. And of course I picked a piece to read that is a lot about one of my ex-girlfriends. So, this is called Moving and Moving On. Liquor stores have boxes, the small kind that are perfect for books. Grocery stores have larger ones that are good for jeans and sweaters. You learn this when you pack up everything you own and move it somewhere else. You need tape and something, perhaps those sweaters, to cushion anything framed. Masking tape is preferable, although electric or duct tape will do in a pinch. Be it post-surgery sutures, or the glue on wedding announcement envelopes, or the staples in divorce papers, so many of life's big transitions require adhesives. You discover a lot of items you've forgotten. Nickels, dimes, paper clips, and quarters have a way of hiding, cockroach-like in dark corners. But bigger treasures still are uncovered. Photos, cards, letters, and ticket stubs, items which have no immediate use but sentiment or want to fill the cracks in our lives. Some of these things you should keep, and some of them you should throw away. Valentine's Day cards, old couple photos, and letters to the one it didn't work out with, you should throw away. A variation of the Serenity Prayer helps. God grant me the strength to part with the items I don't need anymore, the patience to catalog, pack, and move the shit I still require, and the wisdom to know the difference. Prayer is not enough. Case in point, her tampons. Beneath the bathroom sink, tucked behind the mouthwash, rubbing alcohol, and cotton balls, you will find your ex-girlfriend's tampons. The tampons she sent you out to buy when the cramps got so bad and she had camped out at your apartment eating ice cream and watching cartoons. Recall the secret pride you felt when you bought them. Remember how you strolled up to the register, nonchalantly, faking a little embarrassment even. But really, you knew what this meant. The dawning of the age of Aquarius. Your actions declared you attuned to the cycles of the moon. Everybody in the Circle K that day knew that barring some strange relationship with your mother, you were a man of the world. No, more than that. You were in a committed, meaningful adult relationship. As you placed the tampons on the counter, you wanted to say, yeah, I meet her needs. You never imagined that during the breakup it would be the one item she didn't take. You never imagined the breakup. Never thought that one day they would become your tampons. You own tampons. Say it with me now. You own tampons. You have too much in your mother in you to just throw them away. Your mother in her pious Mormon thrift a tuna fish much older than these tampons, and you cannot just throw them away. You could give them away to another girl, a friend, a coworker. Yeah, just call someone. Hey Bethany, I was wondering if you wanted some extra tampons I've got laying around. No, this is not in any way implying anything about your behavior. No, listen, I just have some extra tampons, and you are a woman, and you presumably, hello? No, you can't just give someone tampons. Maybe you could throw them in with another gift, nestled inside the cashmere sweater you buy your sister at Nordstrom's. Dear Jennifer, hope you enjoy this Christmas period. No, perhaps not for your little sister. Your roommate's girlfriend, Janice. Happy Hanukkah, Janice. Hope you don't need these for 8 days. No, the box is already open. This gift will reflect poorly on you. You plan on having female guests in the new apartment. You often pray for female guests. Wouldn't it be considerate to have tampons under your sink? You know, in case of emergencies. Yes. You tell yourself that keeping your tampons under your sink will make you seem thoughtful and considerate. But might not the tampons also be discovered at other times? And might not this raise questions? And might not the sort of young and capricious women you find attractive come up with the wrong answers? These tampons mark you as belonging to another woman, like the blonde hair which clung to your winter jacket you dry cleaned, like her perfume, which you Febreze constantly, and whenever you find its hungry order. Like her skin cells you have been vacuuming out of the damp carpet. For months, your daily ablutions have been nothing but an effort to remove her. And now you're on moving day, beneath the bathroom sink, you find her tampons, and you swear to Freud that this is not a metaphor for what lurks in the subconscious. Breathe deeply. You know what you must do. You have to return them. Anything else would be to refuse the call. This won't be weird. You haven't seen her since the breakup, and then you just show up one day with her old tampons. Like the two of you were still the best of friends, and it's Tupperware that she left in your house. What if her new boyfriend, the one you've heard so much about, answers the door? Just hand him the tampons coldly and walk back to the car as if they were a stray dog you found in your yard. What if she answers the door? You will practice a speech. The speech will sound decent to you as you drive to her house. The speech will make light of the situation, but hint at your earnest dilemma. The speech will sound like a genuine effort to start a new relationship with her as friends. She will, in an act you will mistake for Providence, answer the door. Upon seeing her, the speech you practice by nature of being bullshit will abandon you. I was just in the neighborhood and I happened to find your tampons in my glove compartment. No, I'm fine with the way things ended between us. Like I said, I was just in the neighborhood. When she looks at you skeptically, hold the tampons up and remind her that you came here to give her closure. What do you mean you won't be needing them? You're pregnant? Take a second to collect yourself. This is going to be the last thing you ever say to her. Start with a metaphor. Remind her that you, much like the tampons, thought you shared a special place with her. But no, it turns out. At this point, her boyfriend, the one you've heard so much about, comes to the door and without a word, punches you. You stagger backwards. You could get up and fight, maybe even take him, but you can't win. You'd only succeed in being a jerk. You knew he had it in him. In your hands there's blood, 2 shades of blood, one bright and another dark. The blood runs onto your palms and down your wrist. Your face hurts. It hurts. This will be hard to do, but look up at this moment and and see the way he guides your ex-girlfriend back into their house. See the way she touches his arm, feigning resistance, and yet giving comfort to him. How does she do that? How do they move together even in disagreement? Sitting on her front porch, hoping that she's not inside calling her mother to recommend therapy. Stop the bleeding by putting a tampon up your nose. It works pretty good. You are still young. Band-aids, sutures, staples, tape, wedding rings, all adhesives which give two bodies a chance to grow together by some alchemy you may one day understand. You know that the adhesive is not the alchemy. But in the meantime, a pathetic story about the moment you knew it was never meant